Peace to the tribe, and this new diamond here with another message, or should I say a breakdown to see if aliens are real. We're gonna find out. We're gonna deep dive into this, and this is something that's just kind of been popping up. Having a lot of people come to me asking me, what are these encounters? What are these messages that they're getting? They're hearing things. They're not their normal inside voice. So, yeah, we're going to deep dive into it. So, first off, what is an alien? What technically is an alien, right? So, the definition for alien under the dictionary is something that is foreign to a country or a celestial body or a location, right? So, technically an alien can be anything. An alien can be anything. It doesn't have to be something that is extraterrestrial or interterrestrial. If something is coming in from a different country, that is considered an alien, right? Now, this is going to be a all over the place video. I don't have no notes. Spirit said to go with the flow. And I've been kind of wanted to deep dive in on this since the Crystal City video. If you guys haven't checked that out, I suggest you do. But there has just been a lot of mysterious encounters, activity, just all type of different things that have been going on. And I just kind of want to deep dive in on this topic. Okay, so when I first think of an alien, people like to think of these, elongated head, you know, enlarged head, big head beings. And there's levels to all of this, right? So I believe that it could be a sense of extraterrestrials, interterrestrials here. And why do I say that? Well, I like to start back at religion. Okay, that's the first, documents that we have, going back to the Emerald tablets, going back to the Sumerian tablets, going back to Hindu, going back to the Bible, going back to just any religion, going back to ancient texts, going back to hieroglyphs, okay? They all have this sense of this chariot, okay? This unidentified flying object that is in the skies that came in. That is a sense of an alien, okay? Or an angel. It all depends on how you look at it, because I say this because in a lot of different texts, okay, like I said, each religion has their own viewpoint, own intake, okay, on this topic. And I love this topic so much because, as we know, Billy Carson just got into it with a whole bunch of Christians talking about, what he was talking about. And it made me think of, well, let's take it there, when we're talking about this idea of God, this idea of Allah, this idea of Brahman, this idea of source, this idea of this creator, right? The creator had to create, hold on, let me get my napkin. My nose is running. I ate some ginger. So the idea was that the creator was creating a space from outside of itself, right? Outside of the norm. And I like to think of that as something that is foreign, something that is alien, because in order for something to create something, it has to be outside of itself. It has to think outside of itself. And I say that because, okay, if God created the earth, Allah created the earth, the creator created the earth, all these planets, it had to be outside of it first, you know, the Most High wasn't on earth creating earth, it was outside of earth. So wouldn't that make God an alien? Wouldn't that make the creator something foreign to earth, the solar system, the planets, right? I used to ask that question a lot when I was a kid, and I used to get told to be quiet. Like, I'm like, so who created God? And where was God when he created earth? Mom would be like, Diamond, you asking to be quiet. You asking too many questions. Like, I'm not like, okay. But those are valid questions to ask. Like, and then this whole sense of the chosen one, the Messiah, Jehudi, Tahuti, Thoth, Melchizedek, etc., etc. You know, Buddha, Krishna, whatever else religion, you know, Inky, all of these different aspects were created from God, you know, created from source. You are made in my image. You are made in Elohim's image. And if Elohim is this energy that is outside of us, outside of earth, then that will be something that is alien. So technically, you know, the chosen ones, the Messiah, Jesus, Jehudi, Tahuti, Yahweh, Yahshua, you know, all of these names, Thoth, Hermes, all of these ideas, these different concepts for the same energy is something that is created outside of itself, okay? And it also takes me back to angels, okay? Angels are this sense of this alien energy because angels are created outside of the earth too. So it's like they've fallen from the heavens. Well, where is heaven? Heaven is something that is outside of earth, right? Outside of Tiamat, outside of this energy, and that will be considered an alien. All right. So I love this whole concept because it's just a different viewpoint. Again, this is for entertainment purposes, right? Having a little fun. And feel free to type in what you guys think down in the comments below. Like if you guys think that aliens are real or if you think it's a crock of BS. But I always like to think like, okay, there's so many galaxies. There's so many. We're just the little pinky tip of not even the tip of the iceberg. We're just a speck of dust in the cosmos. For us to think that we're the only intelligent life form here, to me, is very oxymoron. It's very egotistical. For us to just be like, no, we're the most intelligent beings, life forms on earth, and there isn't anything outside of us, and it's just earth, and that's it. But they always talk about, oh, we found another planet a million light years away that has water and earth. It's a earth clone and doppelganger and all this other pretty interesting energy. And people like to say, oh, you know, if there are other life forms, then how come they haven't visited us? Well, there's a whole lot of different perspectives on that because we have had people say, oh, I've been abducted. I have visitations. I've seen them. I've seen things in the sky. I've seen something flying across and it was not no airplane. It wasn't a shooting star. Okay, it had a trajectory. It was going in a certain space, a certain place. And then you have people that say, oh, there is nothing outside of the firmament. It's just an illusion. It's all just an illusion. There's nothing outside of space. That is water above, water below. So it all goes back to what you believe, what you think, what resonates with you. And I always like to think of just different perspectives, and anything is possible. Anything is possible. I don't rule anything out, but if it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate. Okay. But I do believe that there is other intelligent life forms on different planes of existence. I do believe that. And I say that because if we're talking about different layers and different levels, we could start off with the aliens that are here. And what would that be? A parasite. Okay. Parasites have been here for thousands of years, okay, millions of years. And when you look at these entities under a microscope, they look very alien like. Okay. They have these, you know, they just look different. Okay. If you guys haven't seen what, tapeworms and certain parasites look like under a microscope, I suggest you go Google it and see what they look like. They look very alienated and just very different. And I would like to think of those as alien life forms because those are foreign objects, foreign things, foreign entities that can enter your body and cause havoc. Right now, it's a big polarity with good entities and bad entities, right? Just like it's good people, just like it's bad people. It's good energy, it's bad energy. And that is on all spectrums, on all levels, on all planes of existence. That is inevitable, right? It just depends on your intentions, your heart, and what you subscribe to, right? But I like to think of it's parasites, it's lower vibrational, it's just not so good energy entities, aliens, angels, and then it is higher benevolent, very, good energy, high vibrational energy entities, aliens, angels. And I say that because there is this polarity, okay? Going back into the whole Satan Lucifer thing, okay? They said that he was a fallen angel. So at some point he was good. She was good. It was good. The energy was good, right? And then it fell. And then it started to become this, this energy, what is perceived to be today, this negative energy, right? But that's the whole battle of all of the energy. It is always the good to the bad, the dark to the light. And there is a polarity in each. Darkness can be good to bring light, and darkness can be bad when you're submerged in that darkness. Okay. Light can be good to illuminate you, but light can be bad because it can blind you. So it is this polarity with anything. And I always like to think that, never just have a closed mind to anything. Always keep your first eye open and be open to the energy and see what you deem valuable, see what you feel is right. Okay, see what resonates with you. If it isn't resonating, if you feel uncomfortable, let it go. If it's a sense of fear, then it isn't time. But if you're open and you know that you are strong enough to prevail through, then prevail through. Now, I say this because like I said, there's been a lot of people talking about, I've been getting messages, I've been seeing things. Okay, we have people on the internet talking about they came into contact. We just had that whole incident last year with the aliens in the mall, okay, making themselves known. Crop circles, Area 51, Arizona, Mars, etc., etc., etc. There's been multiple encounters of things crashing into this planet from different just planetary bodies, objects outside of Earth. And I like to say that because meteorites crash into Earth all the time, and that is a sense of this alien-like energy. Okay, moldavite, one of my favorite crystals. This is from a meteorite crashing into Earth. Okay, so this is technically a tektite because it was not formed on Earth. Now, it's a meteorite that crashes into Earth, mixed with the Earth, and this is a technically an extraterrestrial crystal. Very high vibrational, connects you to angels, connects you to angelic beings, taps you into your gifts, taps you into your power. I will never forget the very first time I put on some Moldavite, okay? It was is unexplainable. Okay, they call this a stone of transformation for a reason. It's green, so it's connected to your heart chakra, and it's going to radiate and release what isn't deemed necessary and bring in what you need. All right, so yeah, I like to say that because like I said, there's always things that are falling into our atmosphere and mixing with our energy, mixing with this earth like energy, and going back to people saying that, oh, I've had encounters, oh, I've seen things, oh, I've had dreams, I've, astral traveled. It's a sense of just really tapping in. These could be, Argothians. These could, like I said, going back to that crystal city energy, these beings dwell within the earth. The Lemurian, the what is that? Lemurian, the Atlantis beings. Those are beings that dwell within the water. Like I said, that inner earth energy is just a multitude of different levels. And I love to deep dive into the aspect of the water thing because people, oh, it's mermaids, oh, it's, but when you looked at an octopus, when you look at a squid, when you look at a jellyfish, those things look alienated. They look not from this planet, but they are here, right? And they've been here forever. Okay, the water was here first, right? Then the volcanoes erupted. Then, it terraformed into this landmass. So are they really aliens? Is it? Are they already here? Have they already been here for centuries? Are we just now tapping into this energy? And they always say that there are certain parts of the ocean that they haven't discovered. They can't go deep down in the deep depths and finding extra portals and oceans within the ocean. And so it's like, you never know, but I'm a firm believer in it because when I look at a jellyfish, it's just this beautiful essence that this jellyfish has, and it just reminds me of like a spaceship, the crown top, then this angelic lifeless life form just free flowing in water. It just reminds me of just being free, this sense of weightlessness and no gravity, and just propelling higher, propelling forward without a care in the world. And then, like I said, this octopus energy, they have these elongated skulls, and they're one of the most intelligent beings under the ocean. And they can get down into small, little, tiny bottles, and their tentacles, and just this transformation. And they can change colors and blend in with their environment and crush things. And they mate with intelligent octopuses. Is just this beautiful thing. And when you look at them, they look very interesting, and I love them because they're beautiful. They have their own unique look. And that just takes me back to like the ancient Egyptians with their elongated heads, Akhenaten, and you guys know Nefertiti, and Osiris, Asar, and the list goes on and on and on. But they all had these elongated heads. And the Argothians, like I said, Enlil, Enki, Yakub, these inner earth beings, Atlanteans, they all had these elongated skulls. So it's this sense of higher intelligence. Being tapped into something higher makes me think of the crystal skulls. Crystal skulls, having a sense of this enlightened pineal gland, this enlarged pineal gland, your brain being fully activated to think higher, to know more, to tap into wisdom beyond this realm, beyond your years. this God-like essence, right? Channelers, okay, people who channel, they get information from other realms, other beings, the sense of this radio, this antenna, this tentacle, this antenna, right? Our hair being a sense of this antenna, and we have hair all over our bodies, so it's a sense of receiving information from outside energy that we can't see. Just like when you get cold and you get the chills, that's not something you can see. You can't see the air, but you feel it. So it's this innate energy that is within us, this inner knowing, this inner compass that guides us and directs us. And I love it because it just goes back to that inner us, that inner being, and getting in tune with yourself to know who you truly are. And that also makes me think of like, where do souls come from? Like, where do our souls come from? Where do our spirits come from? Like, yeah, we know we come from our mother and our father. That, you know, that nut, that egg, that newt, that star, that semen, right? But where does the soul come from? And like I said, that kind of goes back to that God-like essence, that Yahshua essence, because it's something that is outside of us. We are sent from another space and time to incarnate and be these intelligent life forms, intelligent beings, intelligent human that we are, and womans that we are, to continue to ascend and descend as well. Because, like I said, there can't be light without dark. There can't be love without hate. There can't be inner terrestrials without outer terrestrials. And that goes back to us, okay? I feel like we all have this sense of intelligence within us. You know, when you are reading a book, where is that inner voice coming from? When you get certain ideas, where did that idea come from? It's a sense of this something outside of you is guiding you. And it's this inner knowing as well, that intuition, that gut feeling, tapping into that microbiome, that microscopical germ DNA that lives with inside of all of us. That acid that breaks down, like I said, is external and internal. Okay, so it's little, like I think of bacteria. Okay, that could be a sense of something foreign entering in a body. Mitochondria, that's something that is already within our body that they still can't seem to get to the root, get to the bottom of, that DNA, right? It's in all of us. And as we continue to know ourselves and tap in, it's a sense of, when you're highly intelligent or when you're different, you get outcasted, you get alienated, right? That alien aspect. So I like to think of it from all different perspectives, all different things. Have I had encounter with aliens? I mean, I've had encounters with a lot of different energies and beings, and seen a lot of different things. Y'all know, if y'all watch my videos, you already know I'm not afraid to share. And I feel like this is a time where we will have more encounters, and we can't be afraid to share our experiences. We can't be afraid to express ourselves, because especially in the so-called Black community, melanated beings, we don't like to share those experiences, or we're taught to be quiet about those experiences because we're going to be looked at as crazy. Now, me, I reached the point to where I don't care. I share every experience, every dream, every meditation, every entity, every angel, every vision that I get with y'all. And I love the responses, because I get people like, oh my goodness, I got a same message. I heard something outside of my normal that I think it is from somewhere else. And I'm like, okay, welcome, you tapped in. Like, this is a sense of us remembering remembering who we are. And it's kind of like this back to the future essence, because like I said, these inner earth beings dwelled here from somewhere, and they just been underground due to fear of chaos, right? So it's like, if they've been here for centuries, okay, if we are going back to the Anunnaki, right? If we are gods, then they have to implanted us a long time ago, implanted this DNA a long time ago that is here, and they are returning. So this isn't, is it really an alien? Like, if it's already been here and it's returning back, it's like it's kind of like squatting on a land that you thought nobody was present in, but then they come back home. And it's like, damn, okay, this really ain't what I thought it was. So it's a lot of different ways to look at it. I like to think, are aliens real? Yes, they are. I like to think that they are, because it has many different definitions. Like I said, a parasite is an alien. A virus is an alien. Bad bacteria that comes into your body is considered an alien. Something foreign entering your body, something foreign entering your atmosphere and taking over, wreaking havoc, or bringing in goodness. Now, I say that because once you get a virus, once you heal yourself, then your body is stronger to fight off that virus again, right? Once you had this encounter, you're not afraid of an encounter. You know that you are divinely protected, divinely guided, and there's nothing really that can kind of take over your mindset. And that's like a triple infinite entendre, because that goes as above, so below, as within, so without. Okay. So yeah, and also it's this thing of, there's going to be more encounters. We're going to see more orbs in the sky. We are already having this soft disclosure, this disclosure here, with these orbs being everywhere. Like I said, the whole incident at the mall, people saying they've seen things, they make themselves known in certain ways. The real benevolent beings and entities, they don't want to scare us. They don't want to frighten us. They don't even reveal themselves until they feel comfortable, until we feel comfortable, because they don't want us to go into a sense of psychosis. They don't want us to lose our minds. They don't want us to be frightened. They don't want us to have heart attacks. That's why some of them come in as angels, or angles of light, or energies, or a person. Okay. Some people like to say, oh, that was an angel that helped me out today. That was something, like, I can just feel their energy. I could feel their essence. They were glowing. They had this glow about them. And yeah, it's this sense of this outside energy entering in to help us elevate, and not operating out of fear. And like I said, there's a polarity to that. So you do get certain entities, certain energies, like the succubus, like the incubus, like that energy vampire that just wants to take, cast fear to drain. Those are different. Those are different entities. Those are different aliens. But I work with benevolent energy. I work with the Most High. I work with Source. I work with the Creator. I work with the universe, Big Mama, in this divine masculine energy. And it's very androgynous. So it doesn't, my ears are ringing. So it doesn't necessarily have a gender. It is universal. It is omnipresent. It is everything. And it's the sense of being tapped into both sides, to look at it from both sides, and pick up on the energy and see what resonates with you. Okay. So yeah, I feel like we're just opening up to a whole new world that has already been here, and the veil is being lifted. So there's going to be more things that we see, that we never really paid attention to, or things becoming more clear, a sense of clarity as we continue to move on. Because I like to think of the year of the snake, right? A snake is a reptilian, something that's on the ground. The sense of these insects, right? The ants, the beetles, the scorpions, those are all a sense of this something foreign, right? They look very different as well. So those are a sense of what aliens look like. And if you guys seen the movies, Alien versus Predator, Star Trek, Star Wars, they all have different unique looks to them. And that's another thing about the disclosure, about not shocking us. Some entities, they are not humanoid. They don't have humanoid features, and we have to break through this sense of illusion and thinking that anything that does not look like us is evil or is crazy or is bad just because something is deemed different. Something looks different, like an elephant. Okay. If you were from another planet and you just now seeing an elephant, you'd be like, oh my God, it's an elephant. Oh my God, it's a rhino. Oh my God, it's so. But really, elephants are very majestic. They're very intelligent. They're very gracious. They're very loving and caring. Like I said, it's polarity. Don't mess with an elephant's baby, or you gonna get the wrath of them, that big trunk, that big stomp, okay? But it's this sense of coming in peace. We come in peace, right? Take me to your leader. I come in peace, right? But also using your discernment and filling out for the energy when it comes to this alien energy, this alien entity, whatever you want to call it. The beings that I work with, they are ancestors, okay? Like I said, great ancestors, great ancestors. Because like I said, if we were implanted here by them, Argothians, Lemurians, Atlanteans, etc., going back to Mount Shasta and the Talos people. These are people that were here that had to go under. So it's a sense of, wouldn't that be considered an ancient ancestor, right? A sense of, oh, they showing me ET, a sense of ET, right? And the whole idea of the ancient ancestor, right? So an ancient ancestor, when I think of an ancient ancestor, I think of the elders. When elders get older, their skin gets wrinkly, right? Skin wrinkly, scrunched up. It looks, no disrespect, old, right? Like something old, something transforming. And when I think of that ET being, it's a brown, melanated, scrunched up, wrinkly skin type of entity, type of being. It almost makes me think of the mummies, the Egyptians, when they get old, their skin scrunched up, wrinkled up. So it gives me a sense of this older ancestor, this older being, right? And like I said, I've had my encounters. I'm being told not to share them, but I've had some encounters where I'm like, that looked like an old person. Like, and no disrespect, that's just my way of expressing what I've seen. Like, very wrinkly, scrunched up, brown skin, cloaked. And I'm just like, wow. But our brain, sometimes we're not able to process, and we're just like, say it. But and then we get pushed out of the energy, or they disappear, or they leave, and then some of them, they want to scare you. Like I said, it's a different polarity. Is different for each encounter. Each encounter is different. It depends on the beings that you're working with. Like I said, Pleiadians, Lemurians, Syrians, Lyrians, what else? Arcturians. Okay, there's a whole pantheon of galactic beings, galactic council, intergalactic, okay, all type of different things. And you just never really know, but you have to trust what your spirit is guiding you to. Trust what resonates with you and your inner intelligence, using your inner technology to guide you through these times. Because I feel like it's going to be more. It's only going to be more. Like I said, we are only in the beginning of this year. like January, you guys, oh my goodness, so much happened. It was like something happened every day that was just mind boggling, mind blowing, eye opening. And I'm just like, wow, if this is how the year is starting off, we need to get ready because we are going to see some miraculous things that happen throughout this year. Like I said, last year started off with them coming in the mall, and then we ended it off with them drones everywhere, right? These orbs everywhere. And that's, like I said, the sense of that chariot, the Merkaba, and this, the UPAs, UFOs, they keep changing the name. And then the underwater thing. So it's like, it's just so much. It's so much to take in. But kind of going back to what I said, to ground the energy, I say yes. Are aliens real? Yes. But it's all about how you look at it. Okay. It could be a parasite. It could be something outside of this world. It could be a person outside of this country. It could be something in you that you have alienated due to other people saying that's not right, or be quiet, or you're crazy. So it's a whole thing that's coming together with this whole energy. It can be looked at as an angel. It can be looked at as a universal energy, okay? Or it could be looked at as an inner earth energy, all around, okay? So yeah, that is my video. I've been being called to go in on this for a while now, and I really felt like it was time to do it. You guys, please let me know what you guys think. If you have any encounters, what do you believe? What do you know? Some receipts that you got, okay? Because I feel like something is about to be revealed to us, and it's going to be a show. So peace, love, and light. I catch y'all on the next video.